Wanna chill and vibe. I just wanna chill and vibe. I just wanna chill and vibe. I just wanna chill and vibe. Baby, wanna go turn up. Turn up. Go turn up. Baby, turn up. You know who to go turn up. Go turn up. Julie, baby, turn up. You know who to go turn up. Go turn up. Julie, baby, turn up. Yeah! What's good, simples? I'm gonna turn up. This is your boy Buddha. And over there is the lovely
Bye.
And we coming to you one more again with the live sipping and conversations with Buddha and Baby. How was your day, baby?
I want to just get to tomorrow.
Just get to tomorrow? Well. That right there said a whole mouthful. Said a whole mouthful.
I ain't lying. Can you pull that light around a little bit?
Where?
Just closer. Out.
That way? Well, technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So let them have it.
Need to get pushed. Sorry. How y'all doing, simples? It's Baby. Okay. I'm gonna be smacking because
the light.
He's checking something now. All right, very good. I'm hungry. I said about getting to tomorrow because I just got home from work and it's been a long day and it's just but these bills got to get these bills ain't paying themselves.
Right, she ain't just got a man with a whole lot of money. Can't have that. Well, she can, but
we
work together. We work together.
So I apologize in advance because I will be periodically going in. Buddha cooked. Buddha is a awesome cook, and
that's right.
He know what to do.
Right.
I don't like to give instructions.
Yeah. So what we talked about last week we talked about
absolutely it's that time.
Toxic relationships, right? And all the things that come with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you identify with it and what should you may or may not do to get over the hump.
Right.
We talked about the low-key ones, the ones that are narcissistic, that are all about them, but they're going to make you feel that you're the one wrong, but you was never wrong in the first place, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that. We talked about the ones that like to always start the fight. Anything you do is never good enough, right? And never good enough. You can't even go a day without picking a fight with them. Why is that? It's because that's what they consider love to be. If you ain't fighting with them, if you ain't arguing with them, you ain't got enough enthusiasm within yourself in order to be with them. That's what they think, right? Mm-hmm. Wrong answer. Because your sanity and your peace is just as important as their ruckus.
Absolutely.
What else did we talk about, baby?
Well, signs of the toxic relationship, it's controlling, keep trying to tell you, demanding you be a certain way and you doing it. You have, demanding you keep a set schedule and you doing it, basically. Other signs is, that they're lying a lot of arguments, with unsettled disputes and whatnot. There's a plethora of signs that may arise, and what we really didn't talk about was how long do you stick around, when you have identified the signs and you've identified that this relationship is potentially toxic. Well, I would probably say I would stick around long enough to see if we mutually agree that, well, I don't want to say mutual, like, let's talk. First of all, I want to talk about it because, if we can communicate with each other, it may be that's part of the reason why this relationship is toxic, that somebody's not allowing you to have a voice. And so if I see that there's no making amends or whatever, then I'm gonna want to what's my word, ski daddle. Okay, I'm gonna want to up out of there. That's just me. But if I do have the opportunity to have an open discussion, that we can, like, look, let's sit down. If we can be mature about this thing and sit down and have a grown folk discussion, then I'll allow for the time, some time to get in there for us to see if it works. So bottom line, it's gonna be situational. You say you live with a narcissist for 17 years.
Woo!
I probably would not have stayed 17 years, and the reason why is because I don't really have a lot of patience. I've just, in the last few years, really cultivated my levels of patience. And so I know probably that if it's not something that wholeheartedly benefited me, such as my bills, even then I'll be, I'm still, my patience, I got, they this small. I know I would not be able to stay 17 years, but everybody have their reasons. One of the reasons we talked about was having kids, that kept the person in a toxic relationship. Getting married, having kids, acquiring things make you stay.
But what about, like, the white picket fence? That person, he or she has everything you ever wanted in life. Physically, like, like the amenities, like they had a nice house, nice car. He has everything you wanted in life that you dreamed of, but they just a bad person. But you got with them because that's all the stuff they had. You never had to want for nothing, right? Never had to want for nothing. You never had to do all those types of things.
You were doing from the beginning. If that was your premises for getting with them because of the materialistic things,
well, yeah,
they were always going to have the upper hand over you because they knew that that's what you wanted. So as long as I buy you out, I'm gonna do what I want, possibly, or I'm gonna treat you how I want because you want this diamond ring, you want this Rolls Royce, you want all these.
I hear you, but let's be real here. Not everybody marries or get with the one person of their dreams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some people are out there trying to get this security thing,
right? And
sometimes you may have to put up with them a lot to get exactly what you want. They may not be your soulmate. They might be just something practical.
That's what I'm saying. Ultimately, it was doomed from the beginning. Your dreams don't necessarily come without problems. Mm-hmm. You sacrificing something. I was
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, when you were saying that, I was thinking about arranged marriages in different places. When you saying getting with the person for financial reasons and so forth. And it's like, I really feel bad essentially for both, because
do you really?
I mean, yes. One, because reason why I say both, I feel bad with these arranged marriages because not saying that a guy don't want to be with somebody, he's doing this in honor of his family, she's doing it in honor of her family, and so he had a whole nother girl that he fell in love with, but he got to marry this chick because it's a family thing. That's part of the culture. There's certain things has to be done.
Well, I just think that's in hindsight.
So that's what makes me feel sorry for both of them to certain levels.
But in hindsight, that is what Americanized society is. Like, if we're going to do it for the culture, if we go back to Africa, they always had arranged marriages. They did it for other reasons. They did it for land, strength, wealth, unity.
But that don't mean you didn't love somebody else.
Yeah, don't matter if you didn't love nobody else, but you was somebody else's husband and life went on how it's supposed to be.
I understand, but my point I'm making is I feel sorry for them because
why do you feel
they
sorry?
did not have a choice.
I mean, but they got everything they want out of life.
That's not all. Stop it.
You know what I'm saying?
You missing what I'm saying.
I'm not missing. I'm just
Don't tease with me.
I'm trying to tease you good, baby. Ooh. So what you sipping on, baby?
Baby is sipping on some vodka today.
Woo.
She almost had that thing straight.
Woo! Me, I'm doing what I usually do: Canadian Club, ginger ale, and then pinch.
What's good, Zariah? Thank you for tuning in, Joel. I really appreciate y'all coming in. Everybody that's coming in, drop what you're sipping on. Drop how your day was. Drop any comments that you may have had from last week regarding toxic relationships. However, we are rolling into tonight's topic.
Hit them with it, baby.
And it's your topic.
Oh, it's mine.
So you gonna ride this show tonight. I'm just here to be on your hem of your garment. Just trying to touch the hem of your garment.
Well.
So tell the people what they want.
Hand me my roses now.
Not now, but right now.
Right now. Hand me my roses right now. So, in the wake of the catastrophic event that happened almost a week and a half, 2 weeks ago with Kobe Bryant, I felt like let's let it linger and let's get right to it. Not only that, I was dealing with a couple of deaths this month other than Kobe Bryant. So it had me really thinking about, did I do all I could do? Did I do all I could do with my loved ones that passed? And I can say, in one instance, yeah, I did. I seen them before they passed away. I gave them my heart before they passed away and let them know how I feel, let them know how important they were to me. When on the other hand, the other one, I didn't do so much. And that falls on me because at the end of the day, they done gone on. And I felt like I could have said something that could have changed the course of my life. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that's going on in this world, ladies and gentlemen. And we need to hand the people that are most important to you their roses while they are living. You got something for me, baby, or you want me to keep rolling?
You got it.
Well, yeah, death comes in threes. Well, I guess you're right. I had two. And Kobe Bryant, if you want to count him, if you want to count that as one, I mean, he was instrumental, but he's not nothing essential to my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not knocking nothing from him. And his message was very clear. Seize the day. Seize the day while you living.
Carpe diem.
Right?
That's tattooed on my wrist.
While you living. He said, maximize your own talents. And don't wait to do it. Give it your all. Those are the messages that he was trying to send.
Well, for me, I do believe that you can only do so much. Now, as big as families are, you can't be there for everybody. You just can't. I don't care how you try. Mm-hmm. You can't be there for everybody. But with what you can do, you do the best at it. Period. For me, I see death, and I just view it differently. It's hurtful. It hurts. Oh, it downright hurt. It make you sad and everything. I've dealt with a few deaths myself, not recently, but it's just the last one that I really had to deal with, which he actually has a birthday coming up, February the 11th. So big ups to my cousin in the heavenly skies. Ray, you still riding with me. And we were cousins, but we were more like brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? And we're close in age. So for me, that hit me hard. And but it woke me to what death is all about. It's a cycle. It's part of the life cycle. You're born, You live, you pass on, your body expires, right? And as harsh as that is to say it, it's the reality. So what do? While you in your living, you just do what you can.
You hand it to
and like we were saying about being in a toxic relationship, don't wait 17 years if you don't have to.
Right.
Because for 17 years, there's somebody that's out there better fitted for you to be happy.
And you can still love that person from afar.
Over there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And be happy, and now that I'm older, I really try to not take for granted the small things. Like, I swear, y'all, I be in the shower and I'm just so happy to be putting my favorite body wash on, just standing in some hot water, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody don't have it. And then, like I say it a lot of times with my ladies group, like, look, we quick to be judging of the people when we see them not where they supposed to be. Because I'm guilty, right? I am so guilty to be looking like, why she like that, But that sister might actually have I'm just saying sisterhood, period, okay? Might actually need somebody to talk to them. So they don't even have to necessarily be your family member to be giving roses right now. You give your roses for giving yourself authentically to someone and receiving it authentically. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, if you got an issue with somebody that it really is disturbing you, go ahead and talk to them if they are worthy of having an understanding in place. And then y'all going on. Like, just because we squared something away don't mean we got to be best friends. We just, boom, we agree to disagree and keep it moving. You know what I mean? But at the very least, if you know you wanna, you like me, you cool with me and all of that, give me mines right now while you got the opportunity, because what we ain't gonna do is be at my going away service, okay? And you out there breaking down. I want you to be crying. Well, I don't want you to be crying. You can cry. Crying is okay, because you know what I'm saying? I feel like I may have obviously impacted you. But don't be out there going, trying to jump in my casket. Well, because I'm not going to be in a casket. Sorry, I'm being cremated. But, what you know what I'm saying? Just acting all crazy. And then my mama don't even know you. Or my children don't even know you. Somebody close to me don't even know you like that, and you acting all crazy. So if you love me, show me now.
Hey, I love you, baby. Look at that. Go ahead and take a bite.
No.
And see what she think about me, right? After I have to take a bite, she's like, nah.
No.
Mm-mm. But yeah, it's real, man. So everybody who know me, I try to be very in tune with people's emotional vibes. If I see something wrong, if I haven't heard from you in a while, I'll shoot you a line. Hey, everything okay? Or how's your life doing? How your boo doing? Whatever. Shoot the bobo. But it all comes back to just getting that dialogue going. You don't know where a person may be in their life. You don't know how down, how low they could be. And that one little word, that lone person that's thinking about them, can change it from a suicidal moment to it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to do. I learned that a long time ago. Really, I learned that a long time ago. But I try to implement it now. I wasn't always that guy. I was the guy who is about him in my own world. If you were in my world, meaning that I dealt with you on a daily basis, that was my only concern. Yeah. Everybody outside of that, I give two about. You know what I'm saying? So with that, it was hard. But see, that was what I bred into my children, right? Mm-hmm. I had to take fault on that. Now I'm on the opposite end. I don't live with them, and they live with They live with the mom, and I'm the one trying to get that love by verbal communication or whatnot, and they're giving me back what I dished to others. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
What if I die tomorrow? My daughters wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Because we are not, or me and certain family are not where we need to be. You know, so how do we change that narrative? You know what I mean? How do we change the narrative where you could create a space of love, right?
Yeah.
For a person and not contentment because you ain't getting the things that you need from them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all part of giving a person their roses now. Apologizing, doing the right things about apologizing to people you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Things that you know, give them your roses now. Give them your sorries now. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold on to stupid shit. Because at the end of the day, when they're gone, it really wasn't that important anyway.
And if indeed that it was, let's open up dialogue to talk about it, because a lot of times people just have misunderstandings, or when something was said or done at a particular time, it just wasn't a good time. They just wasn't here for it, you know. Like if I know, like I was saying before, just because I know this how you is, don't mean that's acceptable, right?
Right.
So then you come being how you is, and I ain't with the shits today. So I cut your throat, okay, chop you up, and now you big mad, but then you was with the shits. So what you thought I wasn't entitled to check you on what, you know what I'm saying, your mess? So instead of you going on mad because I hurt your feelings, because you couldn't take what you dish out,
right?
And then we don't talk to each other. Then, you know, years, months, weeks, days, whatever go by, and we see each other. If you really were vital to me, or you know, it was just uncertainties or whatever, you know, we might say something. But what happens a lot of times is people go to run their mouth with somebody else, and then now they pulling more people into their shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? But if instead, like he was saying, you know, give your roses now. Let's go ahead and make peace about this. We ain't gotta be friends no more, but let's just make peace about it, because that situation alone could be your karma for something else,
right? Or
the opposite. You know, it could be somebody's karma, and you need to make right with it, especially when you find yourself in a situation where it's cycling. So that's what I don't know.
You right on, baby. It's a right old thing, and you know we sipping the conversation. We like to talk about sipping. Yeah, we like to talk about how to change the narrative.
Right.
And there's so many different aspects of changing the narrative. There's so many different aspects. So giving a person their roses or their sorries while they live it creates character within, the courage within.
Yeah.
That negative pride that you have, it takes a little bit away from you.
And you set an example too to your kids and the, you know, environment that you're in, especially with kids, with kids, because if you're showing a certain behavior, and that means you're probably doing it around your children, which now, like you say, you've passed on this behavior, this, you know, generations of a certain type of behavior, which they would view it to be as acceptable, when that's, you know, and then they start doing it, and then they don't understand because they see other people doing the opposite, right. So they thinking they wrong, they going, you know what I'm saying, and then just once again it creates a cycle. So if you start, you know, teaching your children how to be accountable, you know, and taking them around their other families.
Ooh.
They need to go see. You can't keep them and hold them hostage to your side of the family when they got a whole nother family that they need to get around. Or if you know, go to that child. You know, like I have grandkids that ain't in my, technically around me, so I have to go and if in order for me to make sure I am influential in her life, whether her mom come to me or not, I'm gonna try to make sure I reach out because I want her to know that she got a whole nother family that loves her. You know what I'm saying?
And needs her.
And all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a child that grew up with small interactions with my other family, and so it just, I don't want that. Yeah. I tried to make sure that I don't let that be a cycle. I want to be the one to, break that cycle.
Right. You are so absolutely right, baby.
And that's me giving my roses, like trying to make sure I do my part.
So, just to throw this out there, like the magnitudes of that. So, like Kobe Bryant passed away about what was it, like 26th January, somewhere like?
I forgot.
It was somewhere like that. I can't remember the exact date. But it was so catastrophic, right, in everybody's lives that they didn't understand that it was a Hall of Famer football player that died 2 days before Chris Dolman, Hall of Famer. And nobody knew. So,
and not only that, they, part of that too, what I was a little saddened by was that there was a great emphasis on Kobe when there was other lives.
7, 8 other people in,
including his daughter,
No disrespect to
right,
Kobe.
Absolutely no disrespect.
But we laid it up, it's more respect for the others, you know what I mean?
And it was like, wait, as you start hearing it and you learn, it's like, wait a minute. This is not a Kobe Bryant story. This is the time where they start saying all lives matter, right? So everybody there was like other people and other children, another child.
I mean, and then everybody wanted to start critiquing. Well, why did Kobe do this, or why did they do that, or why they flew in there? Listen,
it was their expiration date.
It was their time. Nobody knows when checkout time is.
Right.
You can assume it.
Yeah.
You can be the author of your own checkout time, but in truth, here it is. This is why you need to do everything you possibly can
in your now.
While
you can, because nobody's time is. I feel like, and this is some real G shit. If I don't wake up tomorrow, I really feel that I did impact. I learned what my purpose was before it was too late for me. So because I have learned what my purpose is, I am walking in my truth and in my purpose. And I've been doing it for several years now. So I am at peace. I would like to do some more stuff, you know what I mean? Because, but even at where I am, I'm okay. It's gonna be sad for y'all.
Right.
I know. But I will be at peace because I know I made good with as best as possible on my journey.
Well, I can't really say the same. I mean, I'm glad for you. I'm happy for you, baby.
Yeah. It's hard, though.
But I ain't at peace. I'm nowhere close to where I need to be. And I'm not going to sit here and play that. I'm not going to play on that banjo.
No.
Like I ain't. So I'm sitting here. I got a lot of work to do just within me. I got a lot of work to do within my own immediate family. I got a lot of work to do in the world, in our society. Because the narrative hasn't changed yet. But I want to be in that position to help push us as a culture in the right direction.
Yeah. And that's probably why I say what I say, because one, thankfully for me, I was uprooted in a family of love. So I don't have that as a as something to work on. Um, I I've done the best I can, with raising my children as a single parent. I have to remind them a lot too that look, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about what already has taken place. The best I can do is show you how you can be successful, and you need to be accountable for your now. Because what I didn't do, even though you may not have had the world and all, I did not put you in a place to be a failure.
Right.
That's one of the things. So, and then now, in my now, the walk with me empowering, inspiring, and motivating other ladies, I feel that, even if I impacted one, my job, I have satisfied one of the things of my purpose. So that's why, is there work? Is there more to do? Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Every day is, work in progress, but I just really feel that I'm in the process of, just being great. And I'm walking in that. When I tell people to be great, I legit be great and let that person live. You ain't gotta like it. Cause what they greatness look like, not gonna be the same as yours. Let them people live. You know what I'm saying? And that's just G. That's real talk. But I know you got your things, you coming into this is your time, and so you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Listen, it's a lot of work. Like my boy Barry White said, I got so much to give. You know what I'm saying? To you, my dear. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it is, man. Like I started off this journey just calling all my exes that I did wrong. Just to tell them I'm sorry for fucking them over. Excuse my language. I started there.
He's putting himself through his own AA.
Listen.
That's a 12-step.
Listen. If you're still alive, baby, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have did that, but I was being real selfish, and I apologize.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's understandable. Listen. We really appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Every week, you don't know what you might come up with. If you have a topic, make sure you drop it in our inbox or talk to him. If it's a man thing, if it's a woman thing, whatever it is, you can always inbox us together or you can inbox us separately. If you go to www.buddhaandbaby.com, you can subscribe and submit your topic, and we'll be able to receive it that way. And then you'll be able to keep up to date with events that we will be having and so forth and so on. Hello, Lorraine. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Lance, for tuning in. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Jory, Natasha, and I can't tell who else that was. But I really appreciate you all. We appreciate you all.
Yeah.
Every week when you come on and, whether you hear 5 minutes, the whole show, whatever it is, you coming in here, you pop your head in here, you showing love. Great. We're here for all of that. I have posted the link that will take you to all of our platforms that we are all currently active on. So welcome old sippers. And welcome new sippers. We really love y'all and we appreciate y'all. And we just want y'all to just keep coming back week after week after week.
All right. And if you want to catch the full link in depth version of Hand Me My Roses Now, tune in on our podcast. We on all the platforms.
And you can follow the link that I put on the page. I'll repeat it, okay? Don't forget we have the Valentine's Brunch and Bubbly for the All About Ladies, which is February 22nd.
Yes.
And you can go to Eventbrite. Tickets are selling. There is a flash sale going on right now that ends at midnight. It's you can receive a discount if you use the code BABI, BABI. All right. Hey, I'm just saying tickets are selling. At nighttime, there's going to be the cigars and cognac with the Mr. Buddha
and the crew.
So y'all need to make sure y'all hit him up. The collection plate. It is sipping and convo. Because things need to be taken care of. So when that offering plate come around, if you're interested in attending, holla at your boy. He'll give you the specific information as far as the venue itself, and you know what I'm saying. And he'll go ahead and close that thing out.
I got you. That is bad. Bobo shit.